Welcome back to SMKR. Let's look at part 2 of JD Hobbies from San Pedro, California. Some more sci-fi stuff. More airplanes hanging from the ceiling. Armor. More aircraft. More aircraft. Sports memorabilia. Toys, dolls. Helicopter models. I mean, you can really spend hours here. Paints and supplies. Collection of sharks. Here's the other loft with the private collection up there. The 15th anniversary party from Northrop. Nice commemoration for JD Hobbies. And we'll walk up into the library. Just wonderful, wonderful historical library here upstairs. Full of literally thousands and thousands of reference books, magazines, newspaper articles. I mean, this is quite a collection. Glue is nice to set up a table. You can grab a book and, you know, research and what you're looking for. Got everything categorized. It's better than most libraries I've been to. Now, are any of these books for sale, Lou?
They're all, we call it a library, but these are all for sale.
They are? Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so this, if you're looking for that hard to find military history book, I bet you'll find it here because there's tons of it. And knowing Lou, he bought these from model collectors who bought these books for reference, so I'm pretty sure most of these are model kit and aircraft related, ship, tanks, everything, you know, posters.
This is the first one, and it's a little side fun project that I've started. Classic war movie posters. So of course our first is Patton.
Yeah.
We'll go on to Tora Tora, Battle of the Bulge, Guadalcanal, and so forth. And we'll have big poster frames and hung up throughout the shop.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, just the pictures and signed photographs from astronauts and pilots and folks from NASA that have visited his shop. I mean, it's just amazing what you'll find here. Civil War canteen and some eating utensils. And look at all the National Geographics.
Mike Simonera, Senior VP retired, Northrop Grumman, lead engineer responsible for the development of the F-14 Tomcat and the F-18 Hornet. Over the years, become like a mentor to me. Took him about 4 years to write his first book. Not what you would consider a smash hit, but these are what considered significant aeronautic engineers from
Yes.
Northrop. Working on his second book. This is David Spong, retired, past president of Boeing of the C-17 program. And he is the only recipient of the Malcolm Baldrige Presidential Award, which is awarded annually to both private and non-private sector as being the executive of the year. There's only one. Individuals have won one. He's the only individual to win it twice.
Wow.
Wonderful man representing Boeing. Roger Safer worked under Mr. Boeing there.
Yeah.
And again, just great people. I have to make a big speech next Sunday at his house with a bunch of CEOs. I'm involved with the fundraising aspect as much as my project for the museum at the Western Museum of Flight. And make a little pitch of our TV show / people that I'm bringing into the table that help fundraising, but a $20 million project to add at Samperini Field.
Nice. Very nice.
Is that Tony that I saw? It is. Yeah. Hey guys, you early. Good to see you, buddy.
And this is how Lou is with his shop. He greets you when you come in and
I know you're not
wants
that
to know who you are, and this is just how friendly this shop is.
50, 60.
It's wonderful. This is the front desk.
Ate it all up. Last night, this tonight. Tony, how are you?
I'm fine.
You're so early.
Well, we got out early. We came home, went to breakfast. Same thing all Friday.
All right, we are gonna.
Our music section department, which is quite fun. You just kind of randomly look for Well, whether it be Elvis, the Beatles, rock and roll.
Yeah, it's wonderful. All the vinyls you got.
Right. Just that.
Wow.
And welcome to what we call the Sackheim Collection. And he was a great man, a very intelligent man. Unfortunately, we lost him 2.5 years ago. His name was Robert Sackheim, head of the propulsion system at NASA for the Space Shuttle program. 12-year customer of mine. I'd see him maybe 3 to 4 times a year. And the funny thing about him, he was quite imposing, and we never really got along that well. Be grumpy, kind of, grind me on prices, and eventually he'd walk out with a carload of collectibles. And this went on for 12 years. One day he comes in more ornery than ever. He's kind of complaining to my customers, and I looked at him, I said, Bob, you got to keep that attitude outside. But if you do, I'll open a bottle of wine. This was downstairs. And he goes, well, okay. I open up a bottle of Merlot, hand him the glass. He looks at it and he says, I need ice. And I said, there is no pleasing you. But when I said that, he laughed. And I really got a real laugh, and with no pun intended, that broke the ice with us. And this is what we've basically inherited from his collection. This represents 26 truckloads that took 3 months to bring in. Each item had to be bubble wrapped and secured. Of what the viewers are seeing now represents about 50, perhaps 60% is gone, is sold. I'm proud to say not one item amongst the collection was posted on eBay or any other website. These were people that heard about it, knew about it, came down to kick the tires and purchase what they wanted.
Wow. It's wonderful. There's just so much here to see and take in, and like you said, he was one of the engineers for NASA for the space shuttle program?
Yes.
Yes. So.
And little sidebar story to Robert Sackheim, and in his way of supporting what we're doing. Of course, we got around to the subject of history in a box, and he proceeded to take about a week, comes back with a stack of notes and hand-drawn diagrams of what he felt would enhance the show. At that time, we all started to hear about SpaceX. And I turned to him and I said, Bob, I would love to go see SpaceX. Do you think you could arrange that? Without telling me that the co-founder of SpaceX, Tom Mueller, worked under him at TRW. So I pick him up, we go to SpaceX, and Tom, so generous with his time, took 3 hours to lead us through the entire facility. Elon Musk, as we know, is very secretive, very private, and does not allow photographs. Well, one of their staff took a group picture of us, and forwarded it to me, which I now proudly display in the shop. And I have proud to say, a wonderful relationship with Tom because of Mr. Sackheim, and I'm forever in debt to him.
That's wonderful. Yeah, definitely SpaceX is the way of the future.
Yes,
And
yes.
they're continually, breaking all records with space
Absolutely.
and all that. So I have a vested interest in space because my first job in the Air Force was Titan II missile maintenance.
Wow.
So I was a rocket engine mechanic, and I have a very good interest in the technology and with spaceships and the Titan program, the Gemini space program, and so forth. So, wow. Some of this stuff belongs in museums.
Yes.
It's truly wonderful. Wow. He must have had a big house to put all this into.
Mr. Sackheim, maintains 2 homes, one in Rolling Hills where this was housed, and a second in Huntsville, Alabama. So goes to NASA.
Yes.
And the wife, the widow, would tell me that the extra room or wing that he added to the house in Rolling Hills cost more than the value of the house.
Wow. It's just wonderful.